Hi guys, and welcome to a special episode of Cooking with Hashinshin. That's right, today we're going to be learning how to cook seasoned hamburgers, okay? I've already got them on the grill, well it's a stovetop anyway. And today what we're going to be talking about is how League of Legends has gotten worse over the years, okay? Now, I think there's a few reasons why League of Legends has gotten worse over the years. I need a drink of water here. I saw a video on Civ HD recently, basically saying he's quitting the game. I mean, that's all he says, so. My urethra. Okay. But it's hot in here. Okay, so turn this down slightly. Okay. So how has League gotten worse over the years? Okay, so I want to put a few points out there that people should be paying attention to. How has the League gotten worse over the years? Okay, number one, League has gotten worse over the years because there's been too much wave clear. Baron has gotten too powerful. The laning phase ends way too quickly. Junglers don't have to farm the jungle anymore. Team fights are too important. There's too much damage in the game. Item builds are too flowcharty right now. There's not enough diversity in team comps or playstyles. Many champions end up being used for the same purpose as each other in a fight. I mean, I could go on. Okay, the general idea is what started as a Dota clone, but is now basically morphed into a completely different game. The game feels less, I don't know what you want to call it, magical than before. It feels more like a battle arena with extra steps, rather than feeling like a MOBA, you know? I'm gonna get a drink of water again. Try and clear out the last one, huh? Just check these real quick. Oh yeah, burn those a little bit, bitch. Yeah, burn those a little bit. You know, it's okay. Look, I might be the world's greatest top laner, but boy, am I not the world's greatest cook. Okay, so, I think something that a lot of people, I mean, it's hard to articulate, but it feels like each game kind of plays out the same these days. There's weird RNG in the game, like Dragon, but I also want to say there's all these weird things that were added to the game. I mean, there's a concept that Magic the Gathering uses called, like, your complexity pool or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Basically, how much complexity you can put into a game. Just how much complexity you can put into a game. And League reached that a while ago, and so they can't really do anything interesting with the game. But the problem is they used all their complexity, their pool of complexity, on things that actually don't really add much to the game, don't really add much to the viewer, and in my opinion just kind of make the game weirder and dumber. Things like plants, things like scuttler crab. I mean, when I look at Baron buff, I mean, Baron buff over the years, okay, so it makes your melee minions take 1/4 damage, okay. Now your ranged minions take half damage, okay. Now your cannon minion is ranged, but it gives ability power, and it also gives damage, and it's like, I feel like that's kind of systematic, you know, that the game has gotten to that point that Baron buff needs to do that, because everything got fucky over time. That's the best way to put it. Everything got fucky. Boy, it's really hot. So, I mean, things happen, like everyone got wave clear. You know, why did everyone get wave clear? Everyone has unlimited mana. Why did that happen? Why do mages get unlimited mana and 20% cooldown reduction in their first item, you know? Why do mages scale into late game so well when they're so good early game? You know, why do assassins kill you in one hit? I'm not, like, any one of these things on their own wouldn't be that weird. I mean, why did split pushing need to die? Why did everyone get home guards? Why is there a Baron recall, where you recall faster, so it's harder to trade Baron for other objectives, you know? So, in addition to Baron being, like, 20 times stronger, now you recall faster, so you can't even trade Baron? So everything's just 5v5 deathballing, you know, you know what I mean? And it just, doesn't it feel weird? It feels weird. To me, and I think that several other people, it feels like the game is so team-oriented that there's so little you can do. And part of the reason you can do so little is that team objectives are, like, how do you avoid Baron? You know, how do you avoid, if a team gets a Mountain Dragon, now they can Baron in like 10 seconds. It's sort of, well, Baron doesn't do any damage. They nerf the shit out of its damage. You can't even like 4v5 a Baron. It used to be you needed like 2 or 3 people dead, or they would kill you at the Baron when you tried it. Now it's like, you lose one person, even if it's your support, and they'll just be like, fuck it, let's force that 4v5 Baron, you know? Because we're gonna win it. And junglers don't have to jungle anymore. They can do one clear in like 30 seconds, and then they're back to ganking for a minute. I mean, amongst other things like, and hear me out on this one, like, what happened to, I don't know, just something to split pushing. What happened to items like innervating locket, you know? What happened to weird items that they're like utility items? They don't give you damage, but you still want to build them, you know? What happened to that? What happened to Trinity tank, or sorry, Trinity full tank, you know? Why can't I do Trinity full tank anymore? You know, why were bruisers, which had the wacky, honestly, the wackiest builds, you know? You saw stuff like Trinity with an Aegis of the Legion, with an Atlas Impaler into a Frozen Mallet. Now every bruiser is the same shit. It's Trinity, Starax, do you use Titanic, then use Titanic, do you not use Titanic, then don't use Titanic, you know? Titanic in itself, I mean, and look at Titanic. What is Titanic? We don't like bruisers because they burst people while being tanky. Here's an item that's a burst tanky item. But why not make the active 10 seconds, reduce its damage, and make the on-hit, you know, bigger? You know, something like that, you know? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have complaints about the game because I just feel the game got really fucky. Is it cooked? Yeah, it's cooked, right? Yeah. The game got really fucky at some point, and it just kept getting fuckier. And I feel like this is a season. Now here's the thing. You guys have been saying, oh, Hashinshin, you've been complaining about this forever. Because I feel like, honestly, my role within the community is to be the fun police. Like, let's be honest. Am I the fun police? I'm the fun police. When something's overpowered, everyone else is like, oh my god, check this new build. And I'm the guy who goes like, oh, okay, that's overpowered. We should nerf that. And you guys are like, no, that's my special build. I thought of it. And then everyone starts using it. It's not your special build anymore. Like, the first dude who was like, what if I get Storm Razor on Quinn, even though I'm not going to get other crit items? And everyone's like, and then everyone started doing it, and now, well, Quinn's win rate is 55%, you know? Shit. I should have put cheese on there. Cheese would have made this so much better. Hold on. There's mozzarella cheese. I would normally use Swiss, but mozzarella is fine too. Now, this is probably still hot enough that it'll... I I'm not saying it's gonna like melt, but it'll probably cook a little bit, you know. Which okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, that is good. No, that is good. I'm telling you right now, it's a good hamburger. What were we talking about? Yeah, magic. Let's get some magic back in the game. Now look. I'm not saying that the game should be perfect, okay? But there needs to be faster responses at things that work too well at either high or low, or low or low, competitive play. For example, let's look at Vladimir, let's look at Swain. They've been, in my opinion, they've been too dominant. They lane well. They 5v5 deathball well. Like, let's put them on the back burner for a little bit. You know, nerf them for a little bit. 5v5 deathballing is already, you know, good enough of a comp. You don't need champions that are so fucking good at it. They shove everyone else out. And I'm not saying just those two. Like let's look at the Fizz buff. Okay, so you overbuffed Fizz. That's fine. You know, I'm an advocate for overbuffing weak champions so you can find that sweet spot. You know, here they're underpowered, here they're overpowered. Boom, we can find the in-between. But you don't, like, it was pretty obvious in a few hours. Like, can anyone play the game recently? Probably not. It's been pretty obvious in a few hours that Fizz was overpowered. So why did it take so long? Why did it take 2 weeks? You know, you tout this hotfix technology you have, but it was pretty fucking obvious within 2 weeks is all I'm saying. You know, so, what are some other things? Yeah, why not add some wacky items into the game, you know? Not everything needs to be stats and damage and shit, you know? Why not have fun, like, why not have, Innervating Locket? Why not? Like, why actually not have Innervating Locket? Why not have Zephyr? Oh, the problem was that it replaces boots, and, you know, late game it replaces boots. Okay, first off, it's not a big problem. Second off, it was perfectly fine for the people that wanted it. Maybe it wasn't a great item overall, but, you know, for the people that wanted it, you know, and that's really my ugh. I feel like the game has become so formulaic, lost its magic, and the 5v5 death ball. I fucking hate the 5v5 death ball. Is anyone with me on that one? Any of you guys just hate the 5v5 death ball? God, I hate it. You know, it's like all your individual contributions just boil down to how strong are you in the 5v5 death ball. You know? You know what it's gonna use? Salt. Seasoned salt. Nah, I'm gonna be healthy. I'm not gonna do it. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes you just say, I'm gonna be healthy. It tastes perfectly fine without it, you know? And it does. It tastes, good burger. It's a damn good burger. All these burgers. Well, I'm not going to throw a salt into you. I'm just going to say they're really good burgers. Alright. Hey, they're French buns, too. They import them from France. I get them. Oh, they good. Look, all I'm saying, look. Californian wine might have outpaced French wine. But French bread. Okay? Okay? Oh, shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh no, oh. No, I can, just. Okay, sharp information. So, information for my video, okay? Can we stop trying to make League formulaic? Can we open up some wacky shit? Maybe I lose to Split Push Master Yi. Does it make me feel shitty? But you know what makes me feel shittier? losing to a 5v5 death ball, then losing again, and knowing that I have so little like I only have 1 out of 5 team members contribution. And it's not about damage, it's not about survivability, it's about my macro decisions as a player are completely invalidated in a 5v5 death ball. Why can't I make the call? Why can't I say, give up the Baron, let's take this inhibitor? Why can't I make the call, let's sneak a dragon in here? Why can't I make the, there's too much formula in the game now to just 5v5 death ball. Let me get innovating lock-in. Let me be shitty in team fights, but just be really good at chasing people around the map, ZZ Rot. Why not buff it? Why not? Why not buff ZZ Rot? Enable builds like that. I remember I used to do Darius ZZ Rot, Black Cleaver ZZ Rot. You guys do that? That was probably the last time I legitimately thought as a solo carry that I could impact the game outside of team fights. When you put down that ZZ Rot on Darius and you a turret, you have to come out to do the fight. Why I have more of that? That's gonna be a video. Bye bye everyone.